Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to the video review. This time we'll... Sorry. Side effect all this. But this time we're going to take a look at one of these moments once again. As I look away from the camera, I come to think to myself, holy shit, it is one of the most hottest days in the planet. Hello, icy boy. Icy boy. Yes. So as we look away to the camera, I think to myself, I'm pointing at a creation that is into the works while I point at the creation that's into the works. Oh, that reminds me. I just So yes, basically, no hi. So you think to yourself, why? Why is it so hot? But it is. So you think to yourself, why? Why is it so hot? But it is. Anyhow, I mean, yes, the sun may be setting, but the moon has yet to rise in this environment heat and all this. Because you see, there's like 25 into the pillow. This environment heat and all this. Because you see, there's like 25 into the pillow. This environment heat and all this. Because you say, Hello, Alejandro. So, I mean, it's just. Yes. Now I've also announced that there'll be some commuter. Yes. So yeah, good. So get that out of the way. There's another unnecessary video going on as we speak at the same time as me. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You know what that is. Sorry, I'm just looking at all. Yes, Icy Boy, you may. I think you know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is because it is quite another one of those. It's just why. Anyway, basically it's not a video, it's a stream, but anyway. And now, ow. And now. Pun. Hello. Yes, Icy Boy, you are one of my assistants. Um, it's a shame that related to end of last year, I had to fire a few assistants. They were like some of them were the easiest, but some were just you know like they were tough decisions. But let's say now, will there be a chance of those other assistants being rehired? Possibly, but hard to say. Because I like this is the year. Like this year, I've put my foot down on my season 9 and getting Relic Wars completed. The Sodor project, Ricardo. No, I am not bored. By the way, I heard about. I saw your little. I saw your tweet, by the way, Ricardo, on your commissions, and I see that you already did one. It's awesome. It's good that you're doing commissions. So let's see. I'm really excited to see how the commissions turn out. Who knows? I might even send 1 or 2 commissions to you to do. I'll even pay you in full. Like no worries. If you want, if you want a card, I can just add a tip. Like a little extra to the 0 on the price on the engine. Just throwing it out there. If you don't want the extra 0 to the price, I'll just pay the exact amount of dollar amount for the engines. I mean, you are part of the Silver Society team after all for a reason. You and I actually met the newest member of for Silver Society. Who's that? You'll have to wait and see. KFC. Oh God, I've been at KFC in over a year. Oh my God, the last thing I had there was a boneless bucket. Oh my God, I thought it was the boneless basket, like the boneless box. The box has much less than the bucket. I ordered the bucket. Oh my God. It was so delicious. Delicious for a once in a while sort of taste buds. Oh, lots of calories digested. Oh, it was so good. And before you ask, no, it is not the big smoke order of 2 number 9s, number 9 large, all that stuff. It's like, because there's no large soda, there's no 245s, there's no, there's no, big smoke order a bunch of food. That would amount to probably like almost $150 plus tax in real life. Yes, I know people have attempted that. They've been successful with it. But I saw one where he did do it, and then he got sick. So I'm sorry I forget the name of the user, but it's a Bones. I don't understand by that. Bones. What do you mean? I said boneless, not bones. Like boneless as in no bones, just all meat. I mean, meat's a great thing. It's a great, it's so much like protonic nutrients and fat, it's like, oh, okay, so it's a meme. I don't know if I'll have to check it out. I mean, it really did, Hong Kong 97. What a game. A legend for its pros and cons. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a game that was made, or at least, made or around 1995, around the same time I was born, or created. Oh my God. Hong Kong 97 is, well, it can be a meme too, because, let's see. So much controversy around it. Like, the Angry Video Gamers review on the game back in 2015, exemplifies the utter, builders of boats. I don't know. It's a very good question. Sorry, I'm just why, yes, Ricardo, it is. It is 35. Human X of 41. It's just wow. I can't believe it. Fortunately, I've got my door open. I've got some of the. I got my yes, because hot and you're cold, and yes, and you. I mean, it varies too for me, but I think it's the temperature supposed to die off by the end of the week because, like, it's just. Yeah, 25. 25. That's actually not bad because I've endured. Another big smoke meme. Awesome. This is actually fantastic. Don't worry, Alejandro. I know. I think all will be settled once it ends so deep. But to live hoop, but to shoot the ball, a palapin the pool, a palapin the I'm going to make magic happen. I'm gonna make magic happen. Magic happen. Magic happen. Magic happen. Ah, le burger. Yeah, sorry if I usually don't lie down during a stream, but it's hot, a long, exhausting day. I working really hard on the Soda project. It's getting close to the end of production on it. Like meaning like the editing is like nearly finished. All I gotta do, get the last scenes ready to go, add the necessary music, sound effects, of course, the credits. I did the title sequence, by the way, which you'll probably not see until once it premieres on my channel. But basically, once that's done, that's going to be a long ass export. Ugh. Like, let me tell you, I'm not going to spoil it, but be prepared for a really, really long movie. No, this is not like 8 hours I'm talking about. But it's going to be a long film. Let's just say that it's not 8 hours, but it's pretty long. Let me tell you that. Sorry, I'm just sorry. Just the heat just blame the heat for everything, said I. Because you see, like, geez, I am so wanting to get that for it. Well, actually, no. Let's wait on that for another time. Actually, we can talk about that later date. Cause I can and I will. I wouldn't say it's that. I wouldn't say it's Zack Snyder cut time. I would say for Sodor, let's say it's going to be quite a. It's going to be quite an epic adventure, and it's even though it's a fan yes, I did see that the live action clip for the big red dog. Like, oh, it's a joke. Oh my, because well, I think maybe it was a production, and then the pandemic wiped it out. I don't know. Yeah, like just now. Speaking of which, I will do a special update on my Facebook regarding the short film that will be created. Which it's been such an ordeal trying to get locations and all that. It's just Hello Ready 2 Productions. Because you see, like, so much has, like, we're almost at the end of June. Oh my God. Like, woo! Like, because next month we'll be celebrating Christmas in July. For the next 25 days in July, we're going to be celebrating Christmas in July. It's going to be like, oh, yes. But in saying that, I will say in terms of the Transformers side of things, the HasLab Unicron, which I acquired or whatnot, it's backlogged. Like, meaning it's in delay. I don't know when it's going to show up. I will say also, like, I was able to look into getting Black Zarak, like basically the repaint and retool of Earthrise Titan Scorponok, which that's going to be an epic figure all around. Yes, it's a repaint and retool, but I'm looking forward to it in terms of Kingdom figures. I was able to acquire actually a bunch of the Kingdom figures, minus Black Arachnia, Galvatron, Rodimus Prime, the Ark. The Ark is going to be a big ass, sort of thing. Weird things, hey, but I thought you said, I thought you said that, but all right, I'll let you come in. But here's the thing. Going back to the whole Transformers spiel. Like, I've only seen, like, the first couple of waves, or was able to get a, like, because let's see. Ultra Magnus, that's another figure I've yet to get. Let's see, what else in terms of figures I don't have yet. I know a few people have already gotten to the figures before me, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's funny, and I look back, and I was one of the first to review Rodimus Unicronus back in 2018 when it came out. Man, that was such a good figure. At least Relic Wars put the bed on Unicron, like in my universe, like properly doing that. In saying that, I've seen a few trailers for Kingdom, like the Netflix series. Wow. What can I say? Wow. Visually stunning. It's no surprise. I mean, and this has been a spoiler territory. Gary Chalk is not the voice of Optimus Primal in Kingdom, which, okay, yes, I understand. A lot of the people are like, oh, why not him? Why not Gary Chalk? But here's the thing. Like, I mean, yes, it would be cool to see Gary Chalk as Optimus Primal. I mean, and I know Bolt Matrix did a rant on it when and this is actually a bit of another thing, which basically the next Transformers film, Rise of the Beasts, that's in production, coming out next year. That's going to be something. And Ron Perlman, who voiced Optimus Primal in the Power of the Primes, the Machinima universe, is reprising his role as Optimus Primal. And I think to myself, that's going to be awesome. Yes, I understand people were like, well, the dialogue and the story kind of treated Primal like a different character from, but that's that universe. All right, that is that universe. I'm not gonna. I know Bob Matrix was like upset. He was like frustrated and upset that Gary Chalk once again was not Optimus Primal. But here's the thing, like if maybe the voice director, whoever it is for Rise of the Beast, thought that Ron Perlman was a good selection, and he's an excellent actor. Ron Perlman is. He's been in some of those classic shows, or I can't remember some of his work, but he his voice suits Primal. It didn't Power the Primes. Why can't it do it in Rise of the Beasts? I mean, yes, he was like Optimal Optimus, like from basically Primal in season 3 of Beast Wars, which honestly, that's an excellent design and worthy of a masterpiece. I will it has to be a masterpiece. And one of the gimmicks, as I mentioned in a previous video, have a face swap gimmick where you have Primal, but then have Beast Machines Megatron, and then you can just have Optimal Megatron at the end of Beast Machines, and boom. However, in saying that, I mean, there was never yes, I know someone already did a custom of Beast Machines Optimal Megatron of the original Beast Wars Optimus figure, which makes it was a good custom and all that. I saw that, and it's just the only difference is the colors are toned down. He has no logos, no Maximal logos. He doesn't have the gorilla mode, which that would honestly be really awkward, but actually quite epic if that were to be the case. Because that's the thing about Beast Machines Megatron. Beast Megatron at that point was really despisatory of the organic. And I know I'm talking to myself 10 years here, in the present, but 10 years in the past, I was so resentful against Beast Machines. I didn't really get the concept until I kind of watching the show pieced everything together for me personally. Of okay, how did the Maximals, end up being organic, techno organic and all that, and why was Cybertron dead? All the entire population was drones and such. But anyway, enough about that, because I've got ow, shit, damn it, ow, shit, that hurt, ow, and for real, I did actually bruise my knee. That's what happened. That's what happens when you work on so much stuff. You fall off and you end up dying, or dying off the bed, in my case. But mileage may vary on. Anyway, so we're going to copy here. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Consolidation Studios. Welcome aboard. Consolidation Studios is and we have a picture of, I can't remember his name. I know who he is. He's that one character from Sonic, I believe. What the fuck was that? Sorry, I just like, you know. Yes. Hello, Mainland 2. Yes, I know who that was. That was Uganda Knuckles. Uganda Knuckles. Now, yes, weird things. I sent the link, by the way, in the chat. So if anyone else wants to be invited to join, come and join. Because when you come and join, well, I'm not going there. And you can see the sun is reflecting. Phew. Phew. That was a very close Le Colon, but sorry, just. Weird things. Hello.
Hey, I know I said I wasn't gonna be in this kind of stuff anymore, but the thing is, I'm bored as fuck, so yeah. I had nothing better to do. I thought, fuck it.
I understand the courtum with what's going on and whatnot.
Besides, I can't go outside because it's freaking hot. So freaking hot.
You're not the only one. I mean,
how's it going in Canada? I believe that's where you live.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. That's where I was created. Yes, Canada is. Ooh, let me tell you, super hot.
Really? I thought you guys were known for your snow and your mooses and your.
But the thing is, our summers are hot or very, depending upon and oh no.
What?
Oh, you know who? He is at Dick's once again.
Wait, are you talking about G? Is this a code G?
Code name. And would you look at that? Some of our old friends have decided to join in on the party there.
Who is it?
Let's see. We got Callum's there.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about? You talking about
Callum
GL? You talking about
Callum.
GL?
No. In his stream, Callum, like the LMSAF, he's in the stream right now.
Oh, Callum's here?
No, he's in that stream with codename G.
Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's like a. I'm not saying he's a traitor or anything. I really am not saying that. If he wants to be in there, fine. I'm not forcing him. Please don't.
Yeah,
everyone who's watching this, please don't send him any hate. I'm just telling everyone in here not to send them any hate.
Well, yeah, look, and the rest shall be disclosed at a future date. Well, it's not a live stream because we do not want to. We don't want anything compromised at this point, as the narrator once said.
Oh, geez, not just at it again. Apparently, someone called Michael the NJ Transit fan. Who the hell? Oh, I remember who he is.
Yes.
Oh man, Drago roasted the fuck out of him.
Let's just say this: Drago had a very interesting guest on his stream today.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I saw the stream. and let's just say you know who was in the stream.
Oh my! He said he was done with him.
No. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about someone else.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, but getting back on track, no pun intended. The point is, like, yeah, like I honestly, like, I don't know what to say. I think.
Were you talking about his birthday madness stream?
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I'm going all over the place. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. So, wow, what a. But at least, like, according to what I know weather-wise, it's supposed to cool off by the end of the week. For me, at least.
Good.
Because I think that's enough summer heat for me, at least for 1 year.
Wonder how Daniel's doing. Daniel Brooks.
Ooh. Yeah, about that, let's just say he's going through a personal time in his life. It's not, it's not, he just basically he needs privacy from a personal matter he's dealing with.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. It's been a while since I've.
It's all right.
Jeez, yeah, how much have I missed?
Well, let's see. Aside from what I told you about Daniel Brooks and him and, well, whatnot and other matters, let's see. What else have we missed? Well, let's see. My friend Ricardo is doing commissions for at least, like, and it varies on the engine you want, so that's epic. So, like, ow. Let's see.
I mean, so far I've been too busy paying attention to the whole thing that's been going on with the Tank Engine Society and Turtles and Thomas to know what's been, as well as Galaxy Afro to know what's been going on elsewhere.
Well, the Tank Engine Society thing, like, it saddens me what happened to it.
And Turtles and Thomas, he's been, oh boy.
That shocks me too.
It's sad because I thought the Thomas Wooden Railway community were the ones who never got involved with drama.
Well, they're to date, at least not to date, but they're the most tame part of the community, like the Brio and Wooden Railway. Like, is everyone going to implode by, like, at some point? I don't want that to happen, but, like, this is a community, like, where
my mom just called me. I'll be right back.
Okay. But going back to the point of this, like, you see, like, in the fact of the... You see, a lot of things have to happen to rebuild the community. It just doesn't make any sense why things have to happen this way. It's so atrocious why there's so much toxicity with it, and the fact that you always have to do that. Yahtzee! Anyway. Although I said...
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Wait, what the heck?
What do you mean?
Oh, is someone calling you? Oh, God damn it. I'm starting to think that I'm not the weird one here.
Don't worry. Man, it's like what's even amazing is like there's still people commenting on the marriage video I did back in November.
You talking about the one with Henry and Emily?
Yes, like basically how
yeah.
like that narrative, like people have asked me to do a sequel to it.
Oh God. Look, everyone, if you want a sequel, his link to his Pornhub is in the. I mean, come on! You have to admit that whole thing was kind of inappropriate. I mean, that video and what happened.
Well, you didn't see it. You didn't see what was going on. You could tell by the reactions of, "Oh, hello, Autumn K. Nothing bad has happened, or just fooling around."
But in all seriousness, as I said, I was too busy dealing with like the whole thing with Tank Engine Society and Turtles, like what's been going on in the trains community, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, in the trains community. But see, the thing is, like, you could tell about the reactions of Victorious Tanzig, like and the other engines. Like, there was just like, hell yes, like things had like happened for a reason. Like, I mean, heck, people want me to do a sequel where, like, with Thomas and Kate, like,
oh God.
You know, or lady, quote unquote. But the fact is,
actually, I think Thomas. This is just a theory. In the next part of season 4, I think Thomas and Kate are going to have like a potential breakup. Because if I'm a diehard Stories of Sora fan, I remember seeing an episode Kate and that's what's your name? Sam.
Samantha,
Samantha arguing about Thomas, which I thought was a kind of foreshadowing.
Well, honestly, it could foreshadow something, or maybe some things.
And in the shorts, they were joking. Thomas and the engines were joking about him and Kate. Because if you remember in the shorts, there was this one short where Gordon was just like, "What's the matter, Thomas? Did you and Kate break up again?" Like, and that's what I thought again was foreshadowing. I'm betting $5 on this. Everyone in the chat, I am betting $5 that Thomas and Kate will eventually break up in season 4. Place your bets in the chat below. My Patreon is
actually the second half of season 4, because you see, like, we only saw the first half.
That's what I meant, the second half.
And because why not? Because why not?
Oh God.
What is all that racket at the sheds?
Not my proudest wank.
I don't understand it. What the?
Victor Tanzig. And everyone's just mortified. It's like their face. What was Scotsman looking at?
What do you mean? Oh, when he was looking down?
I'm not even going to ask about how an engine's body parts functions.
I'm going to pretend I did not hear or see that.
Oh, Daniel Brooks is here in the chat.
Where? What do you mean, oh God? Okay, Daniel Brooks. What do you mean, oh God, not again? Oh, the video. But look, the point is, here's the thing. The reason why Flying Scotsman was
This is how babies are made, kids.
Well, okay. A lot of people asked why was Scotsman looking down at his
coupling rods.
Well, let's just say something happened to them, very obviously.
It would have made more sense if he was looking up at his dome or something, but like...
It's not like Scotsman had feelings for Emily in the first place, now did he?
I'm not saying... Oh.
But could it foreshadow a Gordon Rebecca sort of thing? I don't know. Hard to say. So
I have to go again. Sorry about this. I'll be right back. Don't kick me from the stream.
Don't worry, you're here. You're here. Icy boy, welcome my Pokemon. How are we?
I'm fine.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Daniel Brooks, welcome back.
Hello there.
Hey, doing all right?
Yeah, just tired.
Okay.
Rosie's missing.
Yes, I am. Eyes is still alive.
Good.
Yes.
Very good.
Even though I've been gone for a while, I've just been focusing on the league, NASCAR Heat 5 league races on Xbox. So just wanted to pop in, say hi.
Oh, yeah,
Hi.
of course.
So,
Yeah.
all
I'm
right,
just
take
gonna
care,
say
you guys.
something random. Okay. I'm just gonna say something random.
Rosie's missing.
Okay, done. Segment.
Oh man, I can't wait until.
The video that me and my friend are working on is gonna be done soon, but yeah. Oh shit! Here comes a sneeze. God damn it! I hate it when you can't sneeze.
Well, it's important to seize at a time like this. Achoo, I said.
Hold on. Just gotta see if something.
Oh,
What
don't
if,
worry, Autumn. It's not a bad stream. It's just it's like heated because it's like super hot. So that's what the deal is. If you're wondering the chat there, Autumn.
So who wants to play the sushi game? Oh shit. Oh.
And now we have a ghost egg. No one is dying the stream, but that's fine because for the first time, astronomers have watched as a black hole swallowed a neutron star. Neutron star, neutron star. And so, everyone, I believe that it is done. What am I saying? And now, c'est l'autre des savants, ici, société. Les consciences s'affaffient, on la fout ici. Les justices se feront par les chicharis, ou justice se feront, et les justices sont fichées.
Sorry, I was late again.
That's all right.
How long was I gone?
About 10 minutes, not 10, 15 minutes. It's all good.
Got some tacos.
Yeah, so I see Bly was here. Daniel Brooks was James55. Hello, and I know you've been trying to contact me on Discord. I'm sorry if I haven't responded to you, James55, but look, I've been really on a kind of on a tight deadline with one of the projects, so like it's like let's see, I've got I'd say about maybe like an hour and 45 minutes worth of editing left.
By the way, how's Ghost Train 3 and Ghost Train 2 the Shinica cut coming?
All right, so to
Hey,
answer
see what I did there? Ghost Train 2 the Shinica cut.
yes, of the Clinchfield curse.
Hashtag
So-
release the Shinica cut.
It will happen, but it won't.
It's a joke.
I know, but like I said, it'll happen. But again, that's going to be until we get the other projects out. So, which does include Ghost Train 3, and there's another Ghost related project. There's also the Glen there's another
Don't
series
say that name. We don't want drama.
Wait, what?
I said don't say that name.
Okay, well, sorry. No, it's shoot, what's the name of that series? Sorry, it has the code G word in it. Sorry. Hold on. It'll come to me. It will come to me.
I just don't want people calling me out for saying, "Hey, don't let him in the stream. All he talks about is that guy." I don't want people thinking that about me.
Okay, so basically, I'm talking about. Where is it? It's called Across the Severn. So should be epic.
Let's just hope in the Shinica cut, the upper part of Timothy's lip isn't used with CGI. Get the joke because of Josh Whedon's Justice League having CGI Superman and the Snyder cut not. I'm making a joke saying Kane fans, Ghost Train 2 has a CGI upper lip for Thomas and the Shinica cut doesn't. That's the joke I'm trying to make.
Oh yeah. But the fact is like, look, all I'm going to say is, like, with with Clinchfield, it's going to be much different from what the one we got. Like, totally different, a whole new, like you'll see what I mean when it comes out. Like,
is the story the same? Like the ghost story the same?
It's
of how she died.
Well, let's just say the story will be similar yet different in a way that it was meant to be. J65, do not pout in the chat, please. It isn't a no or a yes, it's a possibility. Because I know you, like I said, I know you've been trying to contact me. I understand that. And I will get back to you as soon as possible.
Who is he?
Oh, James55?
Yeah.
He's a guy on YouTube. He has an OC that's just James, but it's just a copy paste of James, but with the numbers 55 on his tender. I know it's like just the easy OC out there, but
how creative! Totally not lazy at all.
To give credit where credit's due, it's not bad. It's actually not a terrible OC, but it's a pretty good one. But it's like now I think he has an RWS style. That's the difference, not TVS styled. I don't know.
Sorry I said that. It's just I'm a huge critic at heart. So whenever I get a chance to criticize something, I always take it because, well, I just can't help myself. Like whenever I'm watching something, like even if it's like a fan-made movie and I see something like a plot hole or something like that, even though it's fan-made, I will always say, "Oh, there's a plot hole. Oh, the story structure, the tone, and stuff like that."
True. Now, speaking of movies and whatnot,
even though it's fan-made, that's what's messed up.
yeah. Speaking of which, there is a movie that came out not too long ago called The Red Engine by Demon of Nowhere, and what can I say? It's
That
an actually
wasn't a movie.
Hmm?
Hold on. That wasn't a movie, technically.
Oh yeah, it was like a double length episode.
Wait. Remember one time when I came into your stream saying I needed to vent because of something because of like a problem I had with Demon of Nowhere?
Yeah.
That's the Demon of Nowhere I'm talking about.
Ah, well, I'm just saying this. Like his story was pretty cool. Like on.
I'm not saying it's not. I like the dude's work. I just don't like him as a person. Like you can like Speedy Skip, for example. I love his Roblox games. I just don't like him as a person.
Yeah, like I understand that. Now, what's interesting is the backstory of Jordan. Like Jordan the Engine is quite and I no doubt there'll be a follow up, judging from what happened at the end.
Wait, is that the name of the Red Engine, Jordan? I thought his name was John. I thought his name was John.
No.
By the way, they always refer to John as it, not him, just it.
There is a reason for that. There's a specific reason why Jordan's referred to as a it's then a he or a she.
Oh, I just remembered. Oh god, it's because don't tell me it has something to do with like gender stuff and all that BS.
Well,
I'm so sick and tired of hearing like all these communities talk and I'm not just talking about the LGBTQ, I'm talking about like communities in general just saying, "Oh, don't refer to these," like just people who are just looking for stuff to complain about. It's so annoying. I can just feel my IQ dropping just talking about it.
Okay, because here's the thing. Look. I think that's awesome that Jordan is like a non-binary engine. Like, it's not mentioned in the film, but like I said, like the end is probably going to
listen to the voice though. It's so fucking obviously a he.
Well, but the end of that episode is probably going to foreshadow something really dark coming soon, like with 87546. Because
I love the 87546 thing. That's a Demon of Nowhere. I will give him that. His Railway of Nowhere and the thing with like Regaby and Alfred. I will admit he's a good storyteller. I will admit that he's a good storyteller and he does a great job with filming in trains. I just wish he could like. It feels like he's just. I just wish. How do I word this? It feels like him adding in all these tiny stuff, like calling Jordan an it, or like having lesbians or stuff. I'm not saying it's wrong. In fact, there's the show called The Runaways where there's a lesbian couple, and I think it's cute. I love that show. I think actually it's my favorite Disney Plus show.
Right now,
it just feels like preaching. I'll just say that it feels like preaching.
I hear what you're saying. Now, in saying that, like, here's the thing. Like, Regaby is kind of like Alfred was in like Thomas 183's universe, yet Alfred is more like I feel like the roles are reversed in that sort of thing. 87546, 9462, and 9462 is acting the same way Crowin did in Thomas 183's universe. Like he's like
exactly like in other stories, it's Alfred who's like the bad guy, but this time it's 87546, and I think that's kind of clever.
Yeah, I mean, I have thought of an origin story in my universe of 87546. Who's the true 87546? Like, because here's the thing: like, people call him Krovan, Regaby, uh, Cecil. I mean, Roderick, etc.
And
I
to all
mean,
the people watching this, I'm sorry for the stuff I said. It's just I have strong opinions about a lot of stuff. That's just who I am. And if you don't like it, well, I mean, unsubscribe from my channel. I don't care. I really do not care.
Anywho, the point, like, because, like I said, the ending foreshadows a possible follow up because it's like because Regaby is like said like he's gonna wait till all the engines show up and he's gonna say what he's gonna say. He's probably gonna call everyone out. He's probably gonna lash out on all the engines.
Oh, I don't really think that's gonna happen because there was an episode that Demon of Nowhere made before that video that took place after that story where they already had their names taken away and Sir Domat sent them away after Regaby tried to basically hurt Thomas. Have you seen that video? It's called Ripping Up History or something like that.
I'll have to take a look at that. It basically pieces the events then basically because it's interesting because all those events take place in like during like season 1. Like Henry's still bricked up in the tunnel.
But what I think is funny of like that episode is that Thomas eavesdrops on a conversation between Regaby and Alfred, and what does Regaby try to do instead of talking to him? Tries to frickin' shove him off the main line with trucks. Oh man, he's crazy.
Now, I don't know who's worse, Regaby or Krovan when it comes to their original personalities. Like, yes,
Regaby's definitely worse. Krovan, he was only doing what Alfred did because he was. You know how there's like a group of friends and like there's some bullies and the other bullies are basically following the leader because they're like friends or something, but they don't really want to do it. That's basically how I saw Krovan.
He basically, like, Krovan just went along with what Alfred told him to do.
Exactly. So he wasn't like insane or something like that. Like, and at least the Krovan had dignity or like manners because he's like the governor's private engine. He had like manners or like dignity, and so of course he got upset and started swearing, and then friggin' crashed his coach into Timna Station. But it was in an earlier episode of Engines of Sodor.
Well, yeah, and then of course he
tried to friggin' race Spencer to see if he could be faster than him, and then he ended up doing what Gordon did and just crashed into the friggin' sea.
Yes, and then
at least with Gordon, I could kind of understand why he would try and come close to like beating Mallard because they're basically the same type of engine, and Gordon's like really fast, but Mallard's just a tad bit faster. But Krovan, his class isn't nearly as fast as Spencer's or Gordon's. Not even close.
And if it were, he would knock himself to bits. Oh, yes, James 55, you have a question. But yeah, like, the point is, like, Krovan's bases, even though it's like a hybrid engine, whatever it is, looks like a B-17, looks like a B, whatever the heck you want to call it.
It's basically Henry's class. Like, he's basically Henry in his old shape. We don't know what Henry's class was in his old shape. He was just a bunch of engines combined into one because the manufacturers were, like, rushing production.
Well, according to the original story, Henry's old shape was built from stolen plans. That's
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like a CR Atlantic, an LNER engine and another engine. So
no, it wasn't. It was a what was it? An A1. Crap. What? I remember GWR Studios. You know, the guy who did the Goose before he left YouTube. I remember him talking about this. I forget what exactly. Hold on, let me look up the video.
Well, I'm on the wiki right now, and it tells me, like, because. Let's see.
Oh, an A1 Pacific and a C1 Atlantic.
Yeah, so he's basically, his old shape was an A1. Like, it's just, because I just
He was a mix between an A1 Pacific and a C1 Atlantic. Wait a minute, could you show me a picture of an A1 Pacific and a C1 Atlantic? Because, like, I'm remembering Henry's old shape, and I want to, like, see how accurate that shape was if those two engines were combined into one. Like, I want to see how those engines look apart from each other, then try and see if it's, like, accurate, if you know what I mean.
right. All right. So, the guy in the stream, James, is Weird Things, and yes, I'd like to be part of the fleet. So, anyway, going back to the share screen here. Where? Okay. So here is the A1. Here's the A1. Like,
Yeah, I don't think that's Henry's basis, because it's too big.
well, because if we look at
Because in the Railway Series, they said that Henry was, in his old shape, Henry was taller than James, but smaller than Gordon. But if that was Henry's basis, and that means he and Gordon would be the same size.
well, yes, true, but the fact is like the wiki could only identify that Henry was built out of two engines.
Wait, this is how I saw it. You know Alice from Wild Nor'Westers, sort of the modern years?
Well, and early years, yes.
And you know Alfred?
Yes.
I thought Henry was a mix of those two engines.
Oh, of a B-12 and Alice's basis?
Yes.
And interesting. You found a theory of James the Red Engine. Interesting, J65. But yeah, like the thing is like there was none of Henry's old bases is still around, but the Black Fives are still around. They're at least a bunch
Speaking of
of them.
theories, my theory is that Henry's in his old shape was scrapped and replaced with a new engine because it makes the most sense. Because Henry in his new shape acts completely different to when he was in his old shape. He's more skittish. He's more retarded, and just he's basically Warrior from Tugs. Like when Henry was in his old shape, he was more like Big Mac, just sick. But when he was in his new shape, he was basically Warrior, the Tug.
Right, but you gotta understand, like,
not to mention that he was also freaking unreasonably terrified of the rain in The Adventure Begins. Like, just stupidly terrified.
Yes, but you gotta understand. Like, here's the thing. Like honestly, my theory on Henry, when he went to crew, they took the boiler off, got rid of the body, made the Black Five body, put the boiler back on, and boom. Thus, Henry is the same character. I know people have said, "Oh, Henry,"
or they took or they turned Henry's body into a Black Five, but replaced the face.
The face was the same.
No, I mean, like, replaced the personality with, like, a different engine's personality. Because, like, look at CGI Henry and compare it to classic series Henry in his old shape. There is a huge difference.
I know what you're saying.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know. I just things happen. But
can we at least agree that Henry's fear of the rain in The Adventure Begins was just ridiculous?
Like, I think they over dramatized the whole fear of the rain, but and also the fact that they missed out on Henry being in his old shape in CGI.
Yeah, that was just a missed opportunity. Like, Henry, in the Railway Series, Henry was like, "Oh, I'm not coming out. I will spoil my paint. I just don't want to." But in The Adventure Begins, he's just like, "Oh, the rain. I don't want to come out."
Because here's the thing, and this goes to NW Origins. Like Gordon mentioned, like, oh, maybe he got sucked into Alfred's, or maybe when Alfred fell in the ocean, Henry was like, oh, I'm not gonna get wet, that kind of thing. Here's the thing.
But Comic Book Number 2 was one of the people who criticized Henry's fear.
Like, here's the thing. I don't criticize Henry's fear, but what I do criticize is, like, Henry was pulling a passenger train at the time of his incident. Like, could you imagine all the complaints of the passengers? So,
Speaking of that, sorry, it's just that whenever I find an opportunity to do a ridiculous segue, I always find a way to like be speaking of that kind of thing. Sorry.
okay, sorry.
Let's talk. You know the whole stuff about how people outside the fandom are saying, "Oh, Sir Tom Hatt's a tyrannical dictator. The engines are slaves and stuff like that." I look at these articles and I'm just like, "Of course the engines are like working for free. Why? They're freaking trains. Their whole purpose is to work."
Like, I saw this from some video somewhere. It was like a top 10 horrors of Thomas, which make no
Oh
sense.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that video. It was
Yeah,
that girl clearly did not do any research whatsoever.
I mean, heck, even Driver Joe had the utter right to be frustrated at that video. Like,
I saw it before he did. I was watching and I was like, this girl has never seen Thomas in her life.
Or maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna take
And I'm
apart that
talking
video.
about all the people who are saying the engines are slaves, basically. Like, when I hear these people talking, the reason why I think they're dumb isn't because of my respect for, like, Thomas. I think they're dumb because trains in real life, their only purpose is to work. That's their whole point of existence, is to work. And if they don't do their job, what's the point of keeping them around? So when I listen to these complaints about slavery and stuff like that, I feel like my IQ is just going down the drain because of how stupid these people are being.
Well, okay, because here's the thing. You mentioned about working it out. Okay, here's the thing. Sir Topham Hatt has had a bunch of engines come to Sodor, or he's bought a bunch of engines. And
Mr. Tom Hatt is the one responsible for all the engines being scrapped. Like, they're getting the other railway and the stuff that goes on over there mixed up with Sodor and the stuff that goes on there. Like, the other railway, Tom Hatt has no jurisdiction over there. He doesn't control what stuff happens over there.
Well, or should we say Dr. Beeching, or whoever the controller of other railway is. But the thing
And
is,
when I heard that British Railways like stopped happening, I was like, I wonder why. Because, Dr. Beeching and his whole modernization plan.
well, with the diesels, yes. But here's the thing. Look at some of the diesels that have been created, like Pip and Emma's class. Like that's
they aren't diesels, they're diesel electric.
Yes, and that's the thing. That was part of the Beeching Act. The whole electric, and because here's the thing, like there's a bunch of class of weights still out there, like basically diesel spaces.
But the reason why I think it's stupid for them to like scrap all the steam engines isn't because of like a bias I have for like steam engines. No, I think it's pointless because it just seems like a waste of like resources, a waste of like, say some of the diesels break down, like all the diesels break down. All the diesels in the world break down. Who the heck is gonna be left to fill the void? Like, just scrapping all the steam engines honestly seems like a waste of, like, and I'm just talking about how to like run a railway, like run a company basically. Like, I'm starting to see a huge similarity between Mattel Creations and British Railways. When something new comes and does better than the old thing, they just chuck the old thing in the trash and continue with the new thing until the next new thing comes.
Well, okay, well let's just back up here for a sec. Now imagine in a perfect world, we had in like all the big railways like have a combination of steam and diesel, kind of like Sodor.
You're talking about the big four?
Well, yeah, like the LNER, the LMS, GWR.
Yeah, that's what they were before British Railways came and like united them all.
Yeah, I mean, but like I'm talking about like beyond that. Like, yes, there are still some steam engines that are still operational today. Heck, the basis of Rajiv is still active, which I was really surprised. I thought that engine was scrapped, but it wasn't. I mean, but in saying that, like.
And why would they consider scrapping a famous engine like Flying Scotsman? Like, he's famous. If you scrapped him, you'd have your head on a pike.
Well, here's the thing. he was almost scrapped in San Francisco, like in 1960.
But they didn't own him.
That's the thing. Scotsman was at the wrong place at the wrong time until he was rescued.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that if there's like a country, even if the engine isn't owned by that country, they can just do whatever they want with him?
I'm referencing what happened in, Thomas Warner 283's universe but it is true that Scotsman did go to America.
I get that, but I didn't know he was almost scrapped. Like, you can't just take someone else's property just because they go to your country and, like, if I sent an engine over to America and I found out they were scrapped there, I would sue that railway for every penny.
I mean, that's like saying,
now, granted, Sir Nigel Gresley was dead, so...
Yeah, Sir Nigel Gresley, like, he would be up in arms if he'd seen... Like, he'd be happy for Scotsman being around, but the other designs of his, he'd be in an uproar. Like, but if he were still around, but like, here's the thing: like last year or a year or 2 years ago, Scotsman almost had a run-in with some rail enthusiasts getting too close to the line, like, and thus, like, there was a warning that should Scotsman have caused any liability or any obvious injuries to said. A rail enthusiast, Scotsman
would be... he caused an injury to a rail enthusiast, and that's why he was nearly scrapped.
Well, that's the thing. There was a warning in place at the time that Scotsman would be, like, permanently taken out of service and most likely scrapped, but that was 2019.
Wait, what? He was almost scrapped in 2019?
Because of the enthusiasts being really too close to the line.
Jeez, Scotsman just can't catch a break. He's had rebuild after rebuild. Got scrapyard after another scrapyard. I hear he was almost at risk of being scrapped in 2016, and like,
well, here's the thing:
they just can't catch a break.
They almost stopped rebuilding him. That's the thing.
And rightfully so. Like, have you seen how many rebuilds he's had?
Many, too many to count. I mean, heck, the Patriot was revived like last year, I believe. Like basically the forward engine's basis was revived, known as the Unknown Warrior. I mean, that's another British steam engine, the joining Scotsman and Tornado to basically, to make things happen.
I will not be surprised if I eventually look at the news and I see something talking about Scotsman, like, finally being, like, sent to a museum and no longer moving, or, like, just full-on scrapped. Like, I really would not be surprised.
Well, simple.
Now, I'm not saying I want that to happen. I don't want him to be scrapped. Far from it. I want to actually see him, but, like, as well as Mallard. Kind of want to go to the UK in general, but like, I would not. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if I looked at the news and I saw, this guy, I guess Scotsman finally kicked the bucket.
Well, you see, Mallard is on preservation at the Railway Museum of York, and I imagine Scotsman would go to the same place once his boiler certificate ends.
I mean, how Scotsman's doing right now in 2021.
Wait, what? I mean,
just trying to see how he's doing, like, right now in 2021.
Who?
Flying Scotsman. Oh, apparently he will be in Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire.
Yeah, and he was already there in June 2021.
Yep. So we are seeing a bit of normality coming back to the world.
Well, actually, I don't think Scotsman will be scratched, because if you Google the most famous train, I know it's engine, but, like, people don't...
Whatever.
Yeah, if you look up the most famous train of all time, you'll see that Scotsman is the most famous. So if he got scrapped, that's like an immediate, like, death wish.
Well, because, see, here's the thing. Like, no steam engine, at least in the Thomas universe, wants to be scrapped. Because, like you say, like, Scots was the only A-class left, like, of Gordon's bases. like in real life. Like there's so many of Spencer's like class, the A4s still around. Tornado was built, took like 10 years to make. Like the list goes on and on with all these engines. Like it's just let's see.
And then in 2106, Scotsman is like all modern as like flying and stuff like that with like his next upgrade.
Literally living up to his name, the Flying Scotsman.
Yeah. I'm saying 2106 because I was born in 2006, and if I live up to 100, I'll more than likely be dead around that time, so...
Well, I'll still be alive by then.
Huh? How?
Yeah.
You're older than me.
Well, yes. But, like, because there's so much to see, so far to travel, so much to learn to know.
I'm not talking about, like, health. I'm talking about, like, age or something like that. Like, I'm not saying you would be. I'm pretty sure you will live up to be over 100 as long as you continue, like, working out or stuff like that. But I'm just saying, as far as age goes, and, like, people get old and people sometimes die no matter how healthy they are.
I know, because there's so much to see, so far to travel, so much to learn to know.
What does that have anything to do with living over 100?
Well, it's simple because...
You're talking about willpower or something?
Well, because you see, there is so much to see, so far to travel, so much to learn to know.
That's a Shining Time Station song.
That's part of the lyrics of that theme song. Which, oh geez, I mean, like because you see, like I still can't believe in the Tatmer parody that they were able to get all the locations for the original Magic Railroad film.
Well, not all locations.
What do you mean, not all? I don't understand. I saw all of them.
Well, say the big city Lily was in. That wasn't in the movie. Or, what else was there? The Cavern Burnett Stone was in. That wasn't in the movie.
You mean his workshop?
Yeah, the workshop. That wasn't in the movie. The only thing that was in the movie was that, the mountain where Thomas rolled down, the station that was used as Shining Time Station, and holy shit, I think that's it.
Well, that's interesting because I mean,
I wonder how many people are still even watching this.
it's a good question.
Like, I really would not be surprised if we were just the only ones, like, still here right now. Like, dang.
I don't know. It's just, it's because it's just like, I don't know what to say. It's just fantastic. It's like you just